So, what is there for me to talk about today? I guess nothing, of course. Since I'm pretty much out of ideas to talk about or stuff to talk about. Now, I know I have been I had to take a moment of silence because one of my favorite actors, that I grew up with, who was on a Disney Channel television series, who was currently on a TNT drama, had passed away. Thompson Young. He died at a young age of 29 years old. I remember Lee Thompson Young. I did. It's just ever since when the famous Jett Jackson left the airwaves left the Disney Channel airwaves in like 2000 something. I forgot because ever since when Disney Channel started pouring in girly shows like Hannah Montana, Kim Possible, and That's So Raven, I just totally forgot about the famous Jett Jackson so fast, and totally also forgot about Lee Thompson Young as well. And I totally forgot about him. I mean, his name, his face just slipped out of my head over girl stuff that was on Disney Channel at that time, currently, and up to this point now. My God. And then recently he was, before his death, priorly, he was on the TNT drama Rizzoli Isles, for those who watch it. My God, 29 years old at that age. And, well, even though we've had several actors that were in their late 20s that died, like Heath Ledger, for example. Prior to his, despite his posthumous performance of playing the Joker in The Dark Knight, and actors like that died at 20-something. When you hit that age, if you're like doing drugs and stuff, that's exactly what's going to end your life quick. If you're a movie actor. But unfortunately, myself, not an actor, not a person who works at Hollywood, because I'm in the, south of, the state, south of the country. Here in Maryland, since I'm not an actor or producer or anything who works in Hollywood that does this stuff, because, I know I have read a lot of Hollywood stories from Entertainment Weekly and all this stuff, Wikipedia articles about the actor, certain actors that would end up having drug abuse, substances and stuff. But Lee Thompson Young, when he was alive, and after when the famous Jett Jackson ended its run sometime in like 2001 or 2002 on Disney Channel, he never did drugs. He was still acting. He was a healthy guy. He never did nothing wrong. I mean, of course, we've had we currently have some former Disney Channel starlets like Miley Cyrus that wants to do something to make her life more mainstream and not, following the ways of how other former child stars of Disney, go. Like Shia LaBeouf, Selena Gomez, and Zac Efron. But Lee Thompson Young, I mean, I just felt like I didn't want to talk about this guy today. I know he died at 29 years old. While I was off camera for 2 days and had been absent for a week, I didn't want to do a video about him following his death Monday, because it was going to be shocking. But today is Thursday, August the 22nd. And I'm still horrified by his death. Even though he was a former starlet on a Disney Channel TV show that was from the late 90s up to the early 2000s. I used to watch the Famous Jett Jackson because it was a great show growing up. And I was admired by Thompson Young's work as Jett Jackson because he was a sly and clever character. Before his death, I didn't even want to watch Rizzoli Isles. I mentioned that show in the video before. Because the reason why I don't like Rizzoli Isles is just when I see the two main female characters played by the two actresses, I think of Rizzoli Isles as lesbian characters. But that's not true. If it's true, then maybe I might be proven wrong if they are lesbian characters, but they're not. Young had a recurring role on the show. However, for those who are currently watching the show, the season finale was postponed / suspended due to Young's death. So I'm guessing this final episode of season 4 of Rizzoli Isles will pay a tribute to him. They should. Well, of course. Well, we've lost a whole bunch of icons and short-lived starlets this past year. We've already lost James Gandolfini, who was Tony Soprano, and then that guy from Glee, who was this what's-her-face's boyfriend. Actually, I never really cared for Glee, but Corey Monolith, I have to pay respect to him, but I never really cared for the show. I never really cared for him on the show neither. But still, may he rest in peace. But Thompson Young, I have no words. But may God rest his soul. Because it will be surely missed. He was one of my favorite actors. He was even though he was a child star / teen star at the time when he was on Disney Channel. And I've been admired by his work as a kid, when I was a kid. I also posted it on the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy 2014 fan film Facebook page and paid tribute to him, writing "Rest in Peace, Thompson Young," with his birth year and his death year on it. And there's a photo that I found off Yahoo with him saying that he died from something. I think a gunshot wound. I think so. But he didn't do any drugs. He wasn't drunk doing alcohol or nothing. It's just maybe he must have been he wasn't overdosed with drugs like majority of other celebrities we've seen that had drug overdose or alcohol overdoses and stuff, heroin or whatever kind of stuff, because drugs and alcohol are evil. That's why when I get out into the real world, if I wanted to go out into LA and pursue a career as an actor in movies and TV shows, and when I be in something famous, like shows like Rizzoli Isles or shows on CBS like Blue Bloods or NCIS or sitcoms like Big Bang Theory or Two Broke Girls or something, or be on television reality musical shows like The Voice or America's Got Talent, I won't do drugs or alcohol stuff, because that will destroy my career quickly and destroy my life quickly. Because good thing when I turn 21 in a few weeks, I will not pursue doing drugs or alcohol, because I'd rather stay clean and sober as I get older and as I continue to grow up. Because unlike a lot of people, they think drugs and alcohol is cool, but it's not. For you people who are watching this video, if you just heard what I just said just a second ago about drugs and alcohol being bad, then you might as well have to stay away from this video. If you're a drug and an alcohol kind of person, then you don't need to watch this video about that. About my statement about that earlier. Of course, Thompson Young died in his apartment. Because from what I heard, I heard them say he got shot by some gun or something while he was out not filming an episode of Rizzoli Isles or something. If I may be correct or incorrect. Police are still identifying what happened to him or what was the cause of his death, but it's pretty much clearly unknown right now. If they said he did drugs, then I may be proven right or wrong about that. Or if he did, or if he was drunk driving, I might be right or wrong about that too. But no information about the reasons of his death. So, and once when I also, since he was one of my favorite actors, once when I put my Power Rangers Lost Galaxy fan film in post-production, and once when I do the end credits, and once when the film is done being edited, I'm going to put a memorandum for Lee Thompson Young, because he was one of my favorite actors, because I've always admired by his work. I want to pay a moment of silence during the end credits of the fan film. Even though my Power Rangers fan film, I don't have A-list celebrities in real life live action like I said, because my fan film has, paper puppets with celebrity faces as the characters. So, but I'm still going to pay respect to Lee Thompson Young, because he was a good guy. He will surely be missed. It seems like our generation of celebrities is dying, but they already are dying. That's why we got these newbie celebrities out there like Lady Gaga, the One Direction guys, Justin Bieber, Kesha, Rebecca Black, and Louis Crinshake, the Fred guy, and it's just our generation of celebrities. Well, they're played out. Actors like Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Cruise, Angelina Jolie, and Jennifer Aniston, those actors are played out. I mean, of course they're legends to us because we grew up with those people. But it's just when you see them in something new after something that they were famous from, they got to move on and change their ways of acting. And then before their death of something, it happens. That's life in Hollywood for you. I wouldn't be in Hollywood acting like making myself look like an asshole, because it wouldn't look right for me. But still, may Lee Thompson Young rest in peace.